RedNationBlogga back with another video, guys. The Houston Rockets fall to the Oklahoma City Thunder 111-96 in the NBA Cup semifinals in Las Vegas. I really felt like crashing out. I really feel like yelling, screaming, being emotional, and everything like that. But to be honest, just looking at it from a different perspective, the Oklahoma City Thunder is the 1 seed in the Western Conference for a reason. That team has been through every single step that the Houston Rockets are going through. They have already been there. And on top of that, they have a legitimate first team All-NBA player, a legitimate MVP candidate, a legitimate guy that can lead the league in scoring and has the ability to lead the league in scoring. Houston has none of that. So when I put it into perspective and then I look at this team and I say, well, this team is still on pace to win 50 games. This team is still the number 3 seed in the Western Conference. How mad can I get for losing to the number 1 seed? They didn't lose to Portland. They didn't lose to San Antonio. They lost to the number 1 seed in the West. This is going to be a long video, so excuse me. The Rockets have a problem, man. They have a Jalen Green problem. They have a Fred VanVleet problem. Everybody on this team does their job and does their job well. I was tough on Jabari Smith earlier this season. Jabari has shown what he can do. 14 points, 3 of 8 from the field. Not bad, not terrible. 2 of 4 from 3. Outside of a few turnovers and him dribbling and just making dumb passes, he was solid. Defensively, he was solid. Dillon Brooks, 14 points. What more do you want from Dillon Brooks? He's a 3-and-D wing. He's not supposed to carry. Amen Thompson, 19 points. 7 rebounds off the bench, 9 of 15 from the field. He led the Rockets in scoring. Tari Eason with 12 points off the bench, 3 of 8 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, 0 turnovers. But how can you win when your backcourt combines for 20 points on 8 of 29 from the field? How can you win? It's impossible. If you combine Jalen Green's annual salary once his contract kicks in, his new contract, and you combine Fred VanVleet's contract, what it is right now, that's $70 million in the backcourt. And they combined for 20 points on 8 of 29 shooting. Fred VanVleet shot 20% from the field. Jalen Green shot 36% from the field. And I kid you not, the last 2 buckets that he gave us in the fourth quarter, he gave us 2 buckets in the fourth quarter. They didn't mean anything. His field goal percentage is boosted up. He really didn't shoot 36%. He was probably at 29, 30, 31%, around that area. This team has a problem. I'm so excited. Like, I'm happy about this season. I want to go through the rigors of this season, the ups and downs. The next video that I do, I might be happy. I might be on my shit. I might be talking, saying how happy I am that Fred is doing this or Jalen looks to be turning the corner and da-da-da-da-da-da. But y'all know me. I've told y'all, I don't think Jalen is turning the corner. I think this is who he is at this point. Up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 down. Like, he's inconsistent, but he's more so consistently bad. Outside of a few games in October, 1 game in November, and maybe 2 games in December, he has been bad this season. This is the same old Jalen Green. But to spice it up, he's now adding live ball turnovers into the mix. When he tries to initiate offense, I've never seen in my 33 years of living a guard get picked off at half court and spawn a fast break for the opposing team more in my life than Jalen Green. I've never seen it. You can scour the internet. If y'all can find something, link me. I've never seen a guard get picked off at half court or beyond more than Jalen Green when he tries to initiate offense. So many people want to take the training wheels off and say, well, let's decrease Fred's minutes and let's put the ball in Jalen's hands more. Why? Why do you want to put the ball in Jalen Green's hands more? I don't get it. He's going to turn it over, and it's going to be a live ball turnover that leads to points on the other end. He doesn't believe in dead ball turnovers and actually getting your defense set. No, his turnovers are going to lead to points every single time. I don't get it. I want De'Aaron Fox and Devin Booker on this team so bad, and the Rockets have the assets to do it. I don't know what to do. I can't wait. I want to go to the future to see how this team looks next season. I don't think Fred is going to be here, and if he is, it's going to be on a reduced role with less money. And I don't think Jalen Green is going to be here at all. They're going to have to empty out. They're going to have to give Phoenix or whoever they trade 6-7 first-round picks plus Jalen Green just to get a scoring guard in here that can give you a consistent 23 points per game. And you better pray to God he don't get hurt, because you can't rely on Jalen Green. You can't rely on him. He's a shooting guard that can't shoot. He's a shooting guard that in the half court struggles to score. Listen, y'all, I know Oklahoma City has a number 1 defense. I understand that. Houston has a number 2 defense. I understand that. This was a tough physical game. I understand that. Jalen has to do more. He just does. It's not optional. It's not something that you can try to negotiate. And I don't know if it ever will with this guy. I don't see it conveying. I don't. Alperen Sengun had 13 points, 11 rebounds. He stat padded his way to the points. He had like 4 points, maybe 6 points going into the fourth quarter, I think, something like that. Then he kind of, stat padded or whatever when the game was like they were down 12 points, 13 points, 10 points, 8 points. He was kind of stat padding. But you can't even really get mad at Alperen Sengun because he's being triple teamed, quadruple teamed. Anytime he posts up, it's so much defensive attention to him. And remember, you're playing the number 1 defensive team in the NBA. So with so much defensive attention to him, what can you do? Can you blame the guy for not scoring? You know how you alleviate pressure off of Alperen Sengun? You have perimeter scoring. You have a threat on the perimeter. Now, Sengun sees more one-on-one coverages. And this is just to get it off of Jalen Green a little bit. The team can't shoot. 11 from 46 from 3, 24%. So now all OKC defenders have to do, ignore their man, ignore their man, ignore their man, ignore their man, keep collapsing on Sengun. That's all she wrote. Eventually, your defense is going to have slippage because your offense can't score the ball. Duh. It's common sense. Now, it won't look like this every single night because we're not going to play OKC every single night. We're nowhere near OKC. It's bad. It's sad, man. I'm so ready for Fred VanVleet to be off this team or to see what other role on this team maybe he could take on next season. But Jalen, I'm out on Jalen, y'all. I'm out. I can't do it anymore. The inconsistency, and again, I keep saying inconsistency. He's consistently bad. He's not inconsistent. I'm not falling for the 31-point games. I'm not falling for the 45-point game. I'm not falling for it no more. Bro, you got to give me a season of that before I fall for it. A season, not a month, not 2 months, a season. That's the only way. I've never felt like going into a game with a player I don't know what to expect. And that's one of your best players on the team. I don't know what to expect from one of my best players on the team. My best player on the team who's supposed to be a scorer. That is why he got drafted number 2 overall. He's supposed to be a scorer. Can't score the ball. Ime Udoka, for the love of God, when you're playing a team that has 5 guys that either all can move, play a motion offense, or can shoot the 3. Can you stop playing Steven Adams? Can you stop putting him on the floor? Why are you putting him on the floor? I don't can somebody make this make sense to me? Can somebody make this make sense to me? Why is Steven Adams on the floor in this type of a matchup? If you're playing versus Zubac or Jonas Valanciunas, Steven Adams is the guy. If you're playing against OKC's bench lineup, Steven Adams is not it. He doesn't have the goods for this matchup. It's not his bag. Stop playing him. How hard is that to understand? We lose in those minutes because you refuse to understand common sense. How can me, somebody that doesn't know any basketball like you at all, I just give my opinion on YouTube? How can I look at the game and say, why is Steven Adams in there? Why are you not playing Jay Tate? Why are you not playing Jeff Green? Why are you not playing Jock Landale? You want to play the absolute worst archaic big man that you can think of versus a team that plays a modernized style that has threats from the three-pointers, and they all can cut, and they all can move, and they all have wiggle. I don't understand. Like, what are you on? You're supposed to be a defensive mastermind. That is not defensive mastermind-ish. Amen Thompson, credit to you. 19.7 rebounds, 9 of 15 from the floor. Tari Eason, credit to you. 12 points, 3 of 8 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3. 0 turnovers. Jabari Smith, credit to you. 14.6 rebounds, 3 of 8 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3. Just stop trying to dribble the ball. Just stop. Just stop. Don't. When you get the ball, find the nearest guard and give it to him, because that's not your bag. Dylan Brooks, 14 points, 5 of 17 from the field, 4 of 13 from 3. I'm not mad at Dylan Brooks. He had an illness coming into the game. Dylan Brooks is not supposed to be the leading scorer. Tari Eason is not supposed to be the leading scorer. Amen Thompson is not supposed to be the leading scorer. Jalen Green is supposed to be the leading scorer. Alperen Sengun is supposed to be the leading scorer. They're supposed to be your teammates to pick you up on the rare nights. Keyword, the rare nights when you have a bad shooting game. They're not supposed to be the reason why we win games night in and night out. That's why I can't be mad at them. Even as upset as I am with Fred VanVleet, as upset as I am with how he played, I can't be mad at Fred because Jalen is supposed to be the scorer. I don't care about Fred's contract. I don't care this $40 million a year. He was brought here for a purpose. Establish culture, help us improve. We improved 19 games. Now we're one of the best teams in the Western Conference and in the NBA overall. He did what he did. His job done. He's not supposed to take us into the next level, into contention. Jalen is. The number 2 overall pick in the draft is. I don't know what else to say, y'all. Like, I'm just out on Jalen Green, y'all. I'm out. And like I said, I'm a hypocrite. I'm not even a hypocrite. I'm gonna tell you the truth. The next good game he has, I'm going to salute him. The next bad game he has, you're going to get more of the same. And I don't know when the next good game is going to come because he's inconsistent. You just can't trust the guy. As always, guys, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what I missed. RedNationBlogga, out.